Alright, the 29th of April. I went in there today and I had paid, like, you know, had my birth certificate on me. Fortunately, I had that in a package of things when I got rudely, yeah, see, it's hard to not go off and explain the many things that have happened. Not all, they're not very nice, not very comforting, a lot of them, that's for sure. Other than experience points that I've here to collect, it seems, I'm sure. Yeah, I had my birth certificate in my hand, and it's about the trust. And it's one thing sort of working it out, explaining to others gets real tricky. But then when they put you under pressure, it's like fuck, like it's tricky. It's So I had my birth certificate. I'm holding that because that's who they called in there. They called in the trustee of the corporation they created, which is the old Capital's name, and the evidence on the birth certificate. It says it's theirs. It's not mine. It's not me. I think I was explaining how to spell my name when I bumped into that lovely lady and her two lovely dogs down there. So I'm holding that, and I'm like, and I had taken pictures of the screen because I couldn't get it out. I don't know, things weren't working very well for me. It seemed, well, you know, I'd taken pictures of some very good advice as to what to say, just in regards to clarifying the jurisdiction and what it was we were there to talk about today. But even that, it was like, because, you know, it's like, you've got to specifically remember this, that. In the end, it's like I was just sitting there going, repeating to myself in my mind, in my head. Got told off for writing at one point in time so yeah, I can write in there if I want. Dickhead, well, I'm supposed to sit there and listen to you stitch up some other poor bastard with all your lies, which is what they want you to do. They're trying to make it seem even more legitimate. It was falling apart and looking more fraudulent by the second in my eyes. But in my mind, I'm like, at first I didn't throw in special appearance in my mind. I was just saying, because I'm the equitable title holder. I'm here as a beneficiary to the trust, and I've just mixed that up slightly then. But that's the short of it. Is that, and until if you don't make it clear on the court record that you are the beneficiary of the trust, so the magistrate is the trustee, and the court clerk is court clerk. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Clerk is an administrator. They want you to be the trustee, and it takes a bit to get. It's taken me a bit anyway to get my head around this. And it's still, yeah, my head's still getting around it. But the trustee is the one that pays. The beneficiary is the one that gets the benefits. Obvious and easy to say, and perhaps understand in that way. But you would think. What's been tricky for me? It's like, what? Well, they don't tell. How they switch jurisdiction? How fucking? Because the whole thing's a fucking fraud and a sham. That's one of the. But it's like the do not understand thing. I've been trying to explain to mates for ages that what their interpretation of that is, and that when you say that to a cop or something, they're using it as a fucking trick, as a contract. It's a verbal contract. But we don't get told that, and we're thinking, oh, I understand. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. You know, but that's not what you're saying when you say you understand. You're saying you stand under their authority and fucking blah blah blah. Sounds out there. Look it up for yourself. It's how it's been going. Yeah. So I was just like, right, fuck. I couldn't remember all the things for this, you know, script and what, but I was like, I knew the basis of that magistrate, whoever the administration, the whatever the performance they're putting on, He wants me to be the trustee. He wants me to be the beneficiary. They're doing all that to plunder the trust. To get, they need to demonstrate that they've got, firstly, they've got subject matter jurisdiction, right? To have these kangaroo circus style courts or whatever to access the trust. To try any matter, they've got to have subject matter jurisdiction. They've got to have they've got to show that there's and so to do, in order to do that, they need you to be the old capitals name of the trust that they're attempting to plunder. Your Sesquay. What I had been wanting to do, or hoping to do, inevitably it's going to happen one way or another. Yeah, that's true. I'm thinking that. Oh yeah, yep. Let's talk about the trust. I'm the beneficiary. You're the trustee, the court clerk, whatever you want to say. Oh yeah, you're an administrator. Great, thanks, mate. Just to clarify again, I'm the benefactor. I'm the beneficiary. There's a lot of words to say the same thing. You can only wear one hat in the ring or the triangle of the trust thing. And it's like so. The moment you're the beneficiary, well, the magistrate has to be the trustee, or the fucking court of care. They argue with each other. I think they even switch it up so that the one that's got the more power is actually the freaking I can't say it. The Clark Kent, the court cunt, court. Anyhow, you know what I mean. So I think they've actually got it's all a fucking trick, alright? It's all a sham. You can say it a million times. Maybe you'll experience it, maybe not, and if you don't, well, good luck. Lucky, man. If you do, you're probably, I don't know how you'll be. You might be freaking the fuck out like me. And I've learned a lot over the years. It's intimidating and bizarre situation, the setup. It's strange. So I'm sitting there just trying to reminding myself that I'm here under special appearance as the equitable title holder of the trust. The name that you've called here is the trust. I wanted to clarify. We're here to talk about that you've summoned the trust, the all capitals name, the corporation that you set up. I don't spell it. My name's Anthony James. I'm agent on behalf of. I'm here appearing on a special appearance on behalf of the trust account, which you've called here, the old capital. So I'm sort of saying that in my head, and I thought I'm going to start writing things down because, I was like last minute cramming by sitting there, I got told off for writing. And my sister was like, you got to let it write. Because first the dude, the one dressed in a security, and whatever, he's told no writing in the court. I was like, what? No writing? Why? But you don't just go. My sister, I started to do it again. I was trying to get the blue pen, the ink to work. So I was like, I'll use a blue pen. I'm glad it worked out some things. But it didn't actually get, other than getting told off a couple of times for the writing, mostly then by my sister, who, that's how this entire game works. The biggest reprimanding I've had for doing nothing wrong since the police beat the shit out of me twice, broke into my home and fucked me over on levels I've not even gotten into. I will, won't be long. It's like all that's how deep the mind control is, and the fear that's pushed in is that it's I've said for a while. It's like this was me doing it quickly. So I'm sitting in there going over my head on that, told it for writing, whatever. And they're going through the numbers. It's interesting, I just noticed these things, but there's no coincidences. All the numbers are like fucking 33 and fucking 77 anyhow. I like those numbers, nothing wrong with them, just saying. So I think it was the third one or something that eventually... he came to me, he was sitting outside, because he goes up to everyone and they're like, you're here for something? No, because they're trying, everything is trying to get you to be that name, which you're not. It's the rigged game. So they go up to people and ask them, and they knew who I was. They just came up to me, and I said to him, no, they're getting up, man. Anthony James, yeah, but like I'm here on behalf of his mate. He goes, oh, what are you seeking an adjournment, or are you making a plea, or guilty plea, or innocent? I said, well, I'm representing myself. Or what are you doing? You seeking an adjournment? Or, I said, no, I'm just gonna. It stopped. I finally made some progress, some headway in explaining the fucking bullshit this morning. At least a bit of it. Felt like a lot. It wasn't recording. It had stopped. I don't know where I was up to, but I had already said to the bloke who come out to, part of the thing, suss everyone out and cajole you into making a plea. So, from what I've been learning recently, I said, no, I'm not making a plea. I'll be discussing, the trust and the SQV, the SQV. But the bloke was like, I said, yeah, I'm just going to talk to the magistrate. He goes, we'll see how that goes. I was like, we'll see how it goes. So they continually putting the fucking fear in you. You go through the metal detectors when you go in there. They wouldn't let me take my bottle of fucking water last time. I said, well, it's water. They said, yeah, it's in a glass bottle. So, it's water. Oh, you do a lot of damage with glass, mate. I was like, all right. That's what my sister, you haven't got glasses on you. Made a joke with the bloke at the front. Look, they seemed like, real blokes. It's just hard to have respect for that type of folk that's pulling such a sham and fucking over men and women, and treating it like a joke. I don't know. You got to have it in this reality, this realm. Where it's fucked because you haven't got a fiat currency, or you're gonna pay. It's like, well, you're gonna continually they leave you to die. Effectively, it feels that way, more or less to me, and it is pretty much it's that way. It's just part of the pressure to squeeze to the next level of the game, which is, no, there's an agreement way back. Discharge my debt, please, through the trust you created secretly on me way back. Where am I going? Oh, so anyhow, so they try to scare you. I go in there, and I'm sitting in the back, and unfortunately it wasn't like jam-packed like the time before. It was fucking bedlam. They were having people with severe issues. They can't sit there. It was full on. Whether it was all an act or it's more evidence of how deep and dark the business fraud they're carrying on, because it's like, fuck, it's just and they're fucking people over left, right and centre. It's just that the men and women, we weren't told. We're confused. We thought we were the people. We're the person. Which we're not. The person's a corporation. It's a sick, twisted plot. So I'm repeating the thing in my head, trying to write something down just to, but no, because you got to, dwell in the fraud and the misery as a fucking some bloke over who's on a screen. Just as usual, you don't have to do much, and it seems like they're going to try and use you, and that's what's happening. Eventually it gets to me, and I go to. They said the matter, and I was like, I said what I've been saying. I said I'm Anthony James. I said, I'm here on behalf of that matter. And I walked, and I was like, I walked into the box. I said, to go to the box? Because I don't fucking know. Because I'd been there, I'd walked in there before. And I stood there, and it was, I could just gauge the magistrate. He was awkward before I got in there. I can see and feel things pretty, more clearly than I'm willing to explain or reveal, it seems, because I assume everyone's, but maybe a lot of people aren't seeing that either way. To me, I'm like, this motherfucker's he was squirming before I was even, I was like, it's a fucking sham. I could see the police prosecutor, lady gave me like a look, and it was like, yeah, it's difficult to relay these things, but I was like, I felt more comfortable as I sat there, half listening to what was going on, trying still to remind myself of what my particular role in the fucking endless carry on. And the vibe, unmistakably to me, is like, yeah, they were nervous. They were freaking out because I hadn't said much, but they knew that I knew, right? And even though I was still freaking nervous, and I got into the box, and he said my name, and I said, but you know, well, actually, I said I'm not Anthony. I said no, I'm not. I'm Anthony James, on behalf of Anthony James Brown. So this is, you know, the old Capitals name. I said, well, we're here to talk about the trust. I'm the beneficiary. I'm the equitable title holder to the trust that you've called here today. And I have my birth certificate in my hand, and the judge. He was like, no, you can't be in there. You can't be in there. And I said, what? No, get out of there. They got me out of the box. And I was like, what? Well, I'm here. What do you mean I can't be in there? No, you can only be in there if you're Anthony James Brown. I said, you're calling me that. I said, I'm Anthony. I said, are you spelling that with all capitals or lowercase? He wouldn't answer. He wouldn't say it. He said, you can't be. I said, well, I'm here. And he said, they were nervous as fuck. And then, because it wasn't a big room or anything, I was sitting at the back. And he said, oh, no, well, you can only be in there if you're Anthony James Brown. And I said, well, I'm not. Aren't you talking about... I said, and I was like, how are you spelling that? Are you talking about this? I was holding the birth certificate. Because is this not who you've called? This is the trust. This is the name that I don't spell my name like that, and that's not my name. You know, you're talking about my family name. You're talking about my... but he got me. Yeah. Wouldn't even talk. He wouldn't. Yeah, you can't believe he was shit himself. He didn't want me in that box. So I'm like, oh well. And then they started. My sister was like, because they started saying, oh well, and so they carry on as if, oh well, Anthony James Brown has not appeared. And I said, I'm here. I said, I'm Anthony James. On behalf of, I'm an agent for here. And he wouldn't answer. I said, is this not what you meant? And I was a bit, because everyone seemed a bit bamboozled. And my sister's going, you want to get in the, like, is she thinking, oh fuck. And I said, that's not me. I've been trying to explain to you. This is who they're talking about. And I was trying to just briefly explain that. And then you can't be in there. You can't be in that. In the box. No, you can only be in there if you're... So I said, I'm a peer. I said, I'm a special appearance on behalf of... I said, I'm the beneficiary to the trust. And I was trying to clarify. I was like, you're the trust, you're my trustee. Something along those lines. And he was like, no, you can only be in there if you're a solicitor. Unless you're a solicitor, you can't be in there. And I was like, I already said I'm representing myself. I had to be a solicitor to be in that box all of a sudden. They're quite happy if I can put me in there. As soon as it was confirmed that I had even an inkling, get me the fuck out of that box, and I was sitting there. Okay, I was all right. Well, I heard the status hasn't appeared, and I was like, right, I've appeared, special appearance. And I wasn't being rude or belligerent or nothing. I was just like, it's quite bizarre. I was feeling less nervous at that point because, yeah, for reasons explained thus far. And so I was like, then they started to make, I couldn't really, and I'm back in mind, I'm thinking, it says don't ever leave the course. I said, well, but it's like, because they can't, stupid, and people, they can't see you or hear you because they're fucking dead. They can only contract with the corporation that they create in your fucking name. But then you turn up as a living man or woman, and it kind of fucks their game because they're like, anyhow, so you can look it up, read about it, you can find all manner of testimonial, but and still, I suppose, you're going through it, it's like, it sounds a bit odd, to say the least. So then I said, well, they weren't talking to me. And it's interesting because they didn't, when they bashed the shit out of me and dragged me down there, which and then broke into my home twice and dragged me down there because no one asked for my, no one confirmed. I was done for, well, apparently not identifying myself. I didn't even fucking, it said my name, but one of the things, there, in the place, no, well, they were not, yeah, not that, he was not. So I was a bit like, oh, well, I'm here, so let's just go. Let's just go. I'm here anyway, I've appeared. And so then I said, alright, it's alright, I'll see you later. it was really that cold. I was alright, I'll see you. And I left. And we walk out the things, and my sister's going, well, they were saying, and I said, yeah, but that's not me. I've made that clear. I was trying to demonstrate that. And so what I will be doing now, I just had gotten back to my old dad, and I tried to explain. It's near impossible to explain. So I'm just going to quickly document verbally the strange, again, daily game, it seems. But I'm going to paraphrase, but it's like, well, my understanding at this point, I'm going to do an affidavit, because you can do affidavit sounds like a full-on thing, but it's just a statement, it's just a declaration, it's your legal testimony that this is what's happened. So I'm going to do an affidavit today, and my sister was there with me. She witnessed that I was there. I presume I've got to get it signed off by a JP or a notary or some bullshit to be part of this silly game they're playing. But I'll do an affidavit to. So I appeared. I was fucking there. They don't want you there. It seems odd when they're summoning you there and sometimes physically restraining you and dragging you there. That they then don't want you there. But they don't want you there unless you're going to be the straw man, the trustee, the one that pays for the debts, mostly created fictitiously. Yeah, they want that one there, but that one, well, they can't see. Yeah, it's just, look, it's paradoxical. It's fucking bizarre. You know, not very. Yeah, not very inspiring as far as, oh, this is the authority we were taught to look up to, or programmed, to be intimidated by, or to keep going on. I mean, it's happening to more than just me and my. Saying for you're not your person. Your person's a corporation. The whole dog Latin situation. Yeah, something in that. Big up Romley and the rest for a lot of hard work and dealing with a lot of dickheads and not getting much rest. Thank you for having a mind and sharing it and being real. The real divine kind, the sort that we are, not this fallen, fucked up, fraudulent, dodgy underside, which is, as I've been saying for a while, they're out of time. They're out of time. A lot of pain, a lot of unnecessary insult applied thus far in the game. Fuck. I've apparently had all the shit stolen out of my house. It looks like I wasn't there. Because of fear of being bashed again by psychos that fucking come through my door and did it. I'm private property. Signs up and everything. So I've got to proceed down that path and prosecute the trespass. And it's just, it's fucked in all the court and the legal bullshit and the paper. It's like, no, it's not very, much nicer, lovely things to be doing. Or remembering you're part of, like these lovely beings, birds and that. So that's where it's at. I don't want sit and deal with a bunch of lies and bullshit and fraud and fuckers hiding, creating problems and being untoward. Oh, fuck no. I don't want to do that. They push you and squeeze you and harm you and do all the underhanded, fraudulent fucking. It's not very nice to know about or have to deal with. That's for sure. But anyhow, that's where it's at. Yeah. But it was fun. It was kind of funny in a way today. In a strange, surreal way. And right now, my mum will be thinking, "Oh, they're gonna arrest me." Maybe they will. Maybe they will come and arrest me. All right, arrest me. Fucking arrest me. Take me back to that court. I'm more comfortable each time. I'm having to go in there. In fact, and you fuckers, you've already bought your ticket. Repeatedly with all the fucking things you've sent to me and done. So alright, arrest me, take me back to your fucking court and I'll administer my trust as the beneficiary. You're the trustee, magistrate or prosecutor, argue amongst yourselves. I don't give a fucking shit anymore. I've had enough, you dickheads. I didn't ask it, it's not like, yeah. So I would have got to that point to try and explain it to my mother, but she was having a fucking conniption just because that's probably what she's going to do anyway. If not over that, then over something other. That's kind of probably always been the way. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Funny old game. It's like I've appeared. Well, they pretend you're not there. They pretend you're not there. And then what? They said they can then issue a warrant for your arrest. Well, they take it. Well, who knows? Like, I was right there. Fucking arrest me now. Like, I'm walking out. Makes little and more sense along the way, no doubt. Fuck. Alright. Yeah. Strange. Oh, didn't see that stone. Tripped. I'll be right. I'll live to walk another day. That's how it goes. Alright, much love to all of us, all of those. Yeah. It's much love to everyone. I suppose especially those fucking psycho dickheads, if they're even real, they need it more than anyone really. I suppose. Something's missing in their mode. Still. Yeah. Oh, I'm shutting up.